the shop, in the shop, in the shop. Intro, intro. Okay, well, good morning. Good morning. Good afternoon back into the shop. Here's the violin, and I wanted to teach you guys one tiny little trick about, how to know what kind of violin this is. And what do we have here today is it's a Habsy violin. These small ones are not really worth spending too much money on. The 3/4 violins are the ones that are really good for teaching children and people with small little fingers. I learned on a 3/4, and now I could play the second position on a normal size violin quite naturally, and so it's another teaching trick too. If you're a violin teacher, don't forget to measure your students' fingers, even if they are teenagers. Okay, yeah, so tip number one, there's a size. If you're thinking about buying a violin for your child or this Christmas, well, think again. I believe it's better to invest in at least the half. The quarter is not worth. I made the mistake of buying all sizes for all my kids, and learned the hard way. Just you spend money on something that can't really play. They could. I could put hours into them, and then they would have some kind of sound to it. Okay. Tip of the day. Chestogini. So this is your polishing cloth. It's real simple. The spray, I wouldn't put it directly on the violin. The instructions even says not to. Or no, there's no. The instructions. Let's see if you could see that. I don't think this camera is that good. I gotta upgrade my equipment, which is why sometimes you'll see a donate button. Donations are for, well, supporters, investors. Eventually I'll have Patreon, and I'll have patrons. And you guys see that? I don't see it. I'll have to put on my glasses. So, glasses it is. I think it's just poop on a cloth. Yeah. Couple pumps on a cloth. Yes. Okay. Yeah. Better. Okay. Turn the cloth over and buff. Okay. Yeah. A little goes a long way. You know what a little goes a long way is a hint for? It's a hint for don't use a lot of it. Okay? Yeah, that's what it is. Okay, so we'll do exactly what they said, eh? I'll use one of the corners of my rag. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. No, that's good enough. And we'll go start buffing. In circles, nice little circles, and so I don't put too much of this stuff too much in one area. I'm gonna go all the way up to the top right away. See, there's a stain here. It's almost like as if it was done on purpose. I still cannot tell what kind of varnish this is and or what kind of violin, but judging by the neck, it's cheapy, and or by the fingerboard, why they put polyurethane that flakes. Who knows? God help these violin makers who are selling cheap shit to everyone. Okay? Yeah, don't buy the cheap shit violins, please. Yeah, because, hey, my mom never bought me a violin. No, no. She was like, are you kidding? Those things are so expensive. You're a guitar player anyways. I was like, Mom, I'm a guitar player because I'm programmed by the frickin' TV, to be a guitar player. And all the music and the commercials and stuff were all, be a guitar player when you grow up. So of course I became a guitar player. But my passion, I discovered it in a bus one time going to school. I was learning a guitar lick. I have, a famous guitar player, Steve Vai, or was it at the time Stevie Ray Vaughan? I think it was Stevie Ray Vaughan and Steve Vai, the two Steves of the Crossroads movie, which I recommend, by the way. Go watch that Crossroads movie if you're into music. So in there, anyways, Stevie Ray Vaughan plays this amazing arpeggio slash violin guitar riff like that. I asked my teacher in high school, asked my teacher Patrick Meldrum, which is also an amazing guitar player. If you get a chance, you want to check out some like next to perfect, better than perfect representations of all the best guitar players out there. Patrick does George Lynch. Patrick does Eddie Van Halen. Patrick does all the top guitar players that exist. So yeah, if you want to go try that, or if you're looking for a top guitar player who could do these things, check out Patrick Meldrum's channel. And so what I was saying was, Patrick at the time, he was teaching me arpeggios that went along with this Crossroads solo I was learning at the time. I could maybe still play it, I don't know. Anyways, and I was on the bus going to school, and I think Patrick had lent me, or he told me to look up Paganini. So I might as well honor Paganini with these nice little photos here. Thank you, Louis. Paganini, baby. Now this guy could play the violin. Oh yeah, yeah. So Paganini actually wrote those licks for long time ago, and it was Stevie Ray Vaughan who played it, and then Steve Vai played it. I can't even give the title of the arpeggio song. It's just an amazing song. I wish I knew Paganini better, but I don't. And it's been a long time. I haven't had that album. It's like 40 years ago. But anyway, the story goes, I'm on the bus and I'm listening to this Paganini version of the video of the of the stuff that Steve Vai and Joe Satriani and Stevie Ray Vaughan were playing, and Paganini's version on violin was just like blow your mind, like faster and I wouldn't say necessarily nicer, but I mean it's a different flavor. Violin is a different flavor compared to like the way Stevie Ray Vaughan played those arpeggios is really nice and clean and beautiful actually, and then the way Steve Vai plays it with a little bit of distortion. And I was doing that in high school, and it's really fun too. And now playing it on the violin, well, it's definitely a whole different instrument. So there we go. Polish your instrument. Use a rag, and the Dunlop 65. I'm just checking it out. You might like it. Seems to have done a pretty nice job, real quick. I get a better idea that it might be a better finish than what they did with the neck anyhow. I will be making another short video on this gluing, how to glue a neck back on. So yeah, next video, how to glue a neck back on. So for now, that'll be for now. I'm gonna go for the outro, Nagamac. Love you. Da-ba-dum-ba-dum-bum-bum.